Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Fredarin Aprilia from class 3B, class of English Literature Department. In these sessions, I will be discussing the translations tasks I've been completed, explaining the steps I took in translating the text and the methods I applied. But before that, I want to share to you guys a little bit of explanations about what translation is. According to Peter Newmark, translations is rendering the meaning of a text into another language in the way that the author intended the text. But according to Catford, translations is the replacement of textual material in one language or source language by equivalent material in another language or target language. The conclusion is translations is the process of transferring the meaning of a text from one language to another, preserving the author's intent while ensuring equivalence between the source and target text. After that, let's move on to the text. The text that I choose to translate comes from an article on Sun Eater Coven about Hindia, an Indonesian musician. You can find the original article on their website at suneatercoven.com. Here. This article covers Hindia's musical journey, starting with his success in the band Fish and then transitioning to his solo project. It also touches on his contributions to the Indonesian music scene and his broader impact as an artist. Now, let's dive into the translation process I follow. I have highlighted some phrases in the text that indicate which method is being used. The first phrase that I use is highlighted with purple color. The phrase is whatever you think of Hindia. That means apapun pendapatmu tentang Hindia. In this phrase, I use a communicative translation method. Why? Because the primary goal of this method is to ensure the message from the source language is easily understood by the target language reader. By choosing words familiar to Indonesian reader, this translation successfully makes the text feel comfortable and easy to understand. The second phrase is highlighted by blue color. The phrase is having finally brought Fish to the national level. That means setelah berhasil membawa Fish ke tingkat nasional. In this phrase, I use a literal translation method. Why? Because literal translation generally involves translating word for word from the source language to the target language without altering the sentence structure or style too much. But in this translation, some parts are more flexible and not directly literal. So this is not translated word for word, but still convey the same meaning. Overall, there are a few instances of overly rigid literal translations, making the translations feels more natural. Okay, and the third phrase is highlighted by orange color. There are two phrases. The first is with his keen ear for a catchy melody, which mean dengan kemampuan untuk menciptakan melodi yang mudah diingat. In this phrase, I use idiomatic translation method. Why? Because in this method, the translation aims to maintain naturalness by expressing the ideas in the target language using common expressions. So, the phrases with his keen ear for a catchy melody is use idiomatic translation because it flows more naturally in Indonesians. And the second phrase is sow the seeds for what would become his solo project. That means merintis proyek solonya. It's use idiomatic translations. Why? Because the word merintis is commonly used in Indonesians to refer to starting or developing something. So the sis in Indonesian is the idiomatic from merintis. Last but not least is the phrase that color with green. The phrase is after years of hard work. That means setelah bertahun-tahun berjuang. In this phrase, I use adaptation translation method. Why? Because in some parts, the translations adopt a style more aligned with the Indonesian cultural context. The phrase after years of hard work, that means setelah bertahun-tahun berjuang, feels more relatable to Indonesian readers than the literal translations of years of hard work. These adaptations help the translation avoid sounding too rigid and keeps it relevant to Indonesian readers. So the conclusions is this translation primarily employs the literal and communicative methods with some influence from idiomatic and adaptations translations. It successfully retains a natural and accessible feel for Indonesian readers while conveying the original meaning accurately. I think it's enough for me. Thank you for watching and see you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.